Good day, folks, and welcome to another edition of Lumberjack Logic. I'm your host, Neil Johnson, with some exciting news for you. James O'Keefe, who got ousted out of Project Veritas, which is now failing, I believe they're actually going through some bankruptcy proceedings, has started O'Keefe Media Group. He did that a while ago, but he has just broken open one of the biggest stories of all time, and it has not only resulted in the exposure, but also legal action. You're not going to want to miss this one.
So we take underrepresented and gender. You got to move both forward by a percentage. That leads to a plus on your bonus. By the way, if you lose part of your bonus. I'm not trying to finesse this. So for blacks, we should try to get towards 13 point something percent. On Hispanics, you got to get into the mid-teens. So let me say it. Asians in the US are not an underrepresented minority in a tech company.
Galdarn Asians. Too many of those in the Galdarn Tech Center. What about those Indians? That guy's an Indian. I mean, come on, there's too many of those. I mean, you see all the Indian people working in the tech sector? It's unbelievable. Why would you? I mean, my gosh. But you got to have 13% black people, and make sure you're not hiring too many of those whiteys, those crackers. You got to get rid of those. This is unbelievable. This is where DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion, leads us to. But this report gets even crazier because it's not only affecting bonuses, but also whether or not people are going to be able to work at the company.
James O'Keefe here outside of IBM's corporate headquarters in Armonk, New York. An IBM insider has provided us with an internal video showing the CEO of IBM, Arvind Krishna, using coercion to fire people and take away their bonuses unless they discriminate in the hiring process.
Let me go deeper into Red Hat. Multiple leaders over the last year plus that were held accountable to the point that they're no longer here at Red Hat because they weren't willing to live up to the standards that we set in this space. This conversation takes place every single day, and a lot of it's behind the scenes.
They terminated executives that didn't discriminate, yet another violation of Title VII. One of the biggest companies in the world, one of the most valuable and recognizable brands on earth.
I just love James O'Keefe. I mean, all of these freaks at these different companies have to be looking over their shoulders going, wait, is James O'Keefe recording this? Can we say anything? I mean, they're going to try and go out on dates. And I mean, oh no, are you an independent journalist? Remember that Pfizer guy? This guy's awesome, but it's leading to legal action. Check this out.
Big breaking news. Bloomberg News is reporting that a federal civil rights complaint was just filed against IBM after the whistleblower insider video that OMG published, a civil rights lawsuit against IBM after the CEO of IBM was caught on tape.
So let me say it. Asians in the US are not an underrepresented minority in a tech company. I'm not trying to finesse this. So for blacks, we should try to get towards 13 point something percent.
Terminating people if they did not cooperate with that discrimination. Bloomberg News forced to report the videos came from OMG on Monday by O'Keefe Media Group CEO James O'Keefe. The videos posted on X. America First Legal Foundation, the one following the lawsuit, with their vice president saying, quote, "Rarely do you have such extreme, blatant statements on video documenting the extent to which this is happening everywhere. Apparently, based on the video and the publicly available materials on its website, the senior leadership at IBM is wholly committed to discriminating against Americans as a matter of formal corporate policy. This cannot stand." Now, what's remarkable about this is today, after we released this, we've had like 50 people at Red Hat, IBM, DM us, signal us. We are being inundated with people who are all telling us that it's much worse than what the CEO of IBM said on that recording.
But let me go deeper into Red Hat. Multiple leaders over the last year plus that were held accountable to the point that they're no longer here at Red Hat because they weren't willing to live up to the standards that we set in this space.
It's actually worse than that, and we're trying to do some follow-ups. Stay tuned. Things are happening.
Oh man, I mean, we're going to see more. But wait, there's more. I mean, these people are so unabashed, unashamed, and egregious in their policies right now. They're going full tilt, and now other people are stepping forward. See, courage is contagious. It catches fire, people. It's beautiful. We need to stop this. We need to rise up. Look, discrimination in any form. Don't say, oh, wow, they're discriminating against blacks, so they're bad, when actually there's probably more discrimination right now against white people, as you just saw in this video. Thanks so much for listening to another edition of Lumberjack Logic. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. We're dropping great news all the time. And check out my sponsor, MyPillow, MyPillow.com. Promo code Lumberjack for big, big savings. I love y'all. Peace out.